Good afternoon, plant lovers, on a very cold Sunday from London. Today I've got a busy afternoon because I really want to get some of the seedlings that I have sown from seed transplanted in the ground. So we've got a little bit of cauliflower there. We've got some chard here. Look at the colours on the stems. These are the bright light ones. We've got some Cavalo Nero Kale, which is actually really big and has done really well. And also I'm going to be doing some garlic, which I've put in a bowl of water and it's started to root already, so it's got a little head start, but you shouldn't do that for more than 1 to 2 days, otherwise they start to rot. If you look in the bowl, you can see that many of them have rooted. Okay, and I'm going to be planting it in both my small raised bed and in this new trowel that I bought, so I'm just filling that up and then we'll get started. So my aim with this planter was really to help me in terms of growing space. So what I decided to do was try to pack as much in as I could into it, and you're definitely going to see that happen. So I thought I would start by putting a Cavalo Kale seedling on either side of the planter. It's quite a big planter. I think it's nearly 1 meter long. No, is it? Yeah, I think it is. It's 90 centimeters, so it's a pretty big one. So I put a Cavalo Kale on either side, and then I started putting garlic down the entire middle of the planter in the hope that they will have enough space around them to be able to kind of bulb up. The next step was to separate all the chard seedlings, as there were several growing in one pot, and I lined the seedlings all around the edge of the planter on both sides, because I'm really trying to make maximum and most efficient use of space. I've never grown chard before, so I don't actually know what it looks like when it's fully grown and how far apart I really should be planting it. So this is all an experiment and by no means the textbook version of how things should be done. I'm just trying to see how it might work for my own growing space. If things just get too overcrowded in this planter, I will just get another planter and move some of the seedlings across. So we've got kale, we've got chard, and we've got garlic. I checked in with my YouTube friend Steve from Steve's Growing Space, and he said that these make good companion plants, as the garlic will help to deter pests, but he said that it won't deter slugs. But as this is a planter, I can potentially position it in a place where there is less risk of slugs. So hopefully, I'm hoping it's going to be okay. And here is the finished planter. You obviously still can't see the garlic yet, as it's buried in the middle and hasn't yet sprouted. Okay, so next we are going to plant more garlic, chard and kale in this half of the raised bed. In this half there is already, let me put this down. In this half of the bed there are already carrots and also spring onions. You can see some. The spring onions didn't really germinate perfectly, but there's carrots and spring onions on that side. So on this side we're going to plant some of this. So I didn't do anything dramatically different from the planter, although I did add chicken manure pellets to enrich the soil, and then I just took the kale and put it kind of on the outer edge or on the outer corners, and then in the middle of that space I interplanted it with some garlic and the leftover chard. Now this area of the garden is going to be susceptible to slugs and susceptible to things like caterpillar infestations. So I also bought some horticultural fleece, which I hope will give additional protection. Okay, I've literally planted every single seedling. There you can see all the empty pots. I've even used this mainly for kale, and there's a little bit of chard in there, and there's some garlic interplanted in there as well. I've also put the 2 cauliflowers in here. I think that's enough space. Also, that is some of the winter jam I planted a couple of weeks ago. It's coming along nicely, and let me show you the other one. And here is the other winter jam. So that concludes my autumn transplanting edition. Let me know in the comments what you're planting this autumn. Have a fabulous Sunday, everybody. Take care until next time.